Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Serene, and today's video is all about how to save some money when buying beauty products. When I first started making my channel, I wanted to test out a lot of products, so these are some of the tips and tricks that I came up with when I was growing my channel and wasn't getting any products sent in, and I had to buy everything that I ever wanted to review on my channel myself. And even if you're a beauty lover, this is a great way for you to maybe be able to try some newer products and maybe just help you save a little bit of money. So if you want to see my 5 main tips for saving money when shopping for beauty products, then just keep on watching. The first tip is to look for coupons. Now, it seems so obvious, but you wouldn't believe how many of these 20% off Bed Bath & Beyond coupons I find in the garbage in my mailroom. I collect them. I literally have a wad of them. Actually, let me show you the wad of coupons I have. I'm not joking when I say I have a wad of coupons. Like, these are all of my coupons from Bed Bath & Beyond. Not every Bed Bath & Beyond has beauty products, but a lot of them do. And if you have one in your area, 20% off of beauty products is a big discount. This is an amazing, amazing way to save money, are the Bed Bath & Beyond coupons at 20% off. And a little tip is they never expire. That is the best thing about them. And if you move around a lot because you live in LA or don't own a home, this is also great because when you move, you always have to buy things like doormats, shower curtains, bedding, new pillows. I literally stock up and buy everything I possibly need at Bed Bath & Beyond for this reason. They also have a great return policy, and they have a great customer service in terms of returns, dealing with faulty products. That's where I bought my Simple Human mirror that, you know, like I bought this mirror that doesn't light up for filming purposes. Lots of things I purchased from Bed Bath & Beyond at 20% off. Along with coupons, I recommend signing up for all the different rewards programs. Now, a great way to do it without filling your inbox full of spam is to create a separate email account specifically for rewards programs. You want to sign up for the Sephora VIB one and Ulta. Both are free, and the Ulta one's a great one because as you purchase, for every dollar you get a point. Sometimes they do 4 times the points or 3 times the points. You also get coupons in the mail at sometimes 20% off your entire purchase. Those are a little bit more rare, but there's always like a $3.50 off of $10 at the back of those little brochures. They have a lot of bonuses and sales, but the best thing about the Ulta Rewards program is that you get credit to go towards your purchases. So you essentially get a cash back or credit back. And I love that because I love saving up my points, going to the register, asking how much I can take off of my purchase. And sometimes I've gotten as much as $20 off of my purchase. I don't typically save enough to get past 20 because I always use them up around $20. Great way to save some money and really make your purchases go towards future purchases. With the Sephora VIB program, you also get points, but the points go towards samples. And that's not necessarily always beneficial, but if they have a sample that is something that you've been interested in of a luxury brand and you're not quite ready to purchase, it is a great way for you to try before buying. I also like to save up my points for larger prizes that you can get or rewards that you can get, and you can find those online. So currently I have over 7,000 VIB points, and I'm saving them because I want to be able to get one of those like grand prizes towards the end of the year or just when they're available. It can be a little bit harder to come by, but it's a bigger payoff if I can get myself that versus some samples. Now, CVS, Walgreens, Duane Reade, even Boots and Superdrug have different rewards programs, and they're all free. Once again, all they want is your email, your phone number, and your address. And I always say have your separate email account so that you don't get full of junk mail. What I like about these programs is, again, you get credit back. When you're buying a lot of drugstore makeup in the beginning to test things out, it really adds up real fast. If you have a rewards card, you can usually get points for every purchase, and they also track your purchases. So if they see that you buy a lot of beauty products, they offer you coupons for future products. So I've gotten coupons for razors, deodorant, and body wash, which is always really helpful because I always need deodorant, razors, and body wash. So while I'm buying foundations to test out at the drugstore, I'm able to help myself out in future purchases. And a lot of times those purchases build up credit and points so that I get money off of my next purchase. Don't be afraid to ask for samples when you're at Sephora or at Ulta or at any department store. I want you to try their products before you buy it. Whether it's asking a Sephora employee to make you a sample of something that they don't necessarily already have readily available samples for, or just taking advantage of samples when you're at the department stores. A lot of the counters will have ready-made samples for you, and they're happy to give them out. All you have to do is tell them which ones you're interested in, and they'll give them to you, especially foundations. Foundations, I say, always try before you buy, and not just try it in store. Like, try it by taking it home, using the brushes and the applicators you have at home, because if you aren't going to like applying it, you're not going to like it, and you're going to waste your money by buying products that you're never going to use. Also, get 3 to 4 shades of any foundation that you might be interested in, because just because it looks good in the store doesn't mean it's going to look good at home or outside in the sunlight. So try different shades, make sure it's the right one, and try different formulas to make sure it's the right one for you. Don't be afraid to ask for a sample. That's the best way to shop for foundations. Another thing is I really like collecting samples whenever I'm offered them, because they're great for travel, and this way I'm not wasting my full-size products. Or if I can get samples of my favorite full-size products, then again, I'm saving money because it's free samples and I'm traveling, and then I can toss it and not feel bad for wasting product. I also like to try before I buy, and especially if it's an expensive skincare item. Before I was gifted a lot of products to try, I would collect any gift with purchase samples. I would collect samples from Sephora, and I keep them around. I literally have a little box of samples to try before buying, to try to see if I'm interested, and also just for traveling. It's a great travel tip. I know we all hate little foil packets, but don't look down on them, because you can actually get quite a bit of use from foil packets. You can just poke a little tiny hole using a pin and squeezing it out through the little hole in the foil packet. This way it keeps everything as fresh as possible, and hopefully you can use it up within the first week, and then you know whether or not you like it and might want to repurchase. Or sometimes they give me so many samples, I don't really have to buy the product for a while, because I've got like a month or 2 months supply of the product to use. Another thing I really absolutely love is Ebates, and at first it kind of was like gimmicky, and I was like, what is this thing? Is it real? But I signed up for Ebates, and I got $10 welcome bonus after my first $25 purchase using Ebates. Now, the great thing about using Ebates is you can combine it with any of the coupons and online purchases that you're using already. So you still get your points for Sephora, you still get your points for Ulta, you still can use those coupons if you're shopping online and they're valid online, because Ebates is giving you cash back on all purchases. Ebates will also do double cash back occasionally for different events, which actually is going on right now. Ebates is doing cash back for a bunch of my favorite stores like Sephora, and I will have that information linked in the description box in case you're interested in shopping double cash back. I know a bunch of you guys have actually signed up for Ebates through me because I use it personally. I've told all of my friends and family about it. And a funny story is one of my best friends, V, if you guys have been following me for a while, you know V and I have been friends forever. She just bought a home, and she has been using Ebates to get cash back on furniture and all the things that she has been buying, like appliances. She said she got 14% cash back on a washer and dryer. I think that's like the most I've ever heard in terms of cash back. She's been like only buying furniture and appliances at places that will give her cash back. And that's a great way to earn money on purchases that you're going to make already. So I like the browser button for Ebates, where you can download it for Google Chrome, and anytime you're shopping online, it kind of pops up in the corner and lets you know that this is a site that allows cash back, and it just asks, would you like to activate cash back? And it tells you the percent of cash back you'll be getting. I just click activate now and then keep on shopping, and I'm good to go. If you'd like to sign up for Ebates, I do have an affiliate link in the description box. After your first $25 purchase or more, you will get a $10 welcome bonus from Ebates for signing up for Ebates and using it for the first time. And if you have already signed up, I'm gonna have all of the double cashback stores available in the description box so you guys can know which ones to shop at if you want the double cashback and take advantage of that. When I first started my channel and I was ordering stuff on Sephora and Ulta and even on drugstore.com, I was ordering a lot of product, and I would always shop through Ebates because if I'm gonna spend the money anyways, I wanted to make sure I got a percent back of my money. And the way that that works is Ebates is paid by the retailer for sending you, and Ebates splits that 50-50 with the customer. So if you shop through Ebates to Sephora, Sephora pays Ebates a commission for going through Ebates, and Ebates gives us 50% of that. And that is what happens for a lot of sites. So anytime you Google something and it takes you to a shopping site, usually it's that website is going to get a percentage, but this way, Ebates actually gives it to you. So it's a great kind of system. It's not that complicated to use. And if you guys have any questions, just ask me in the comment section and I'll try to get back to you. But I've talked about it a lot. It's just an amazing, amazing way to make your shopping pay you back. Fourth tip is if you're a false lash wearer, invest in a false lash case. This helps keep your falsies nice and safe and clean, away from bacteria and dust and from being kind of morphed in a weird shape. So I have this one that I got at Daiso for $1. And then I also have this one from House of Lashes, which was a little bit more, but I purchased it during IMATS, so it was on sale. And I like to just keep my favorite lashes in here because I don't wear them every day, but I do want to take care of them and make sure they're nice and clean and safe for me to use when I'm ready to use them again. Now, if you don't have time or you don't wear false lashes enough to justify investing in these types of containers, then my recommendation is keeping the one that they came in. So this one is from Ardell. This is my accent lash in 318, which is my absolute go-to falsies. And what I do is I open them up really gently. I've used them a couple times and I wore them. As soon as I take them off at the end of the night, I am very careful at removing all the little extra bits of glue on the lash band, and then I put them right back on this little container that it came with, and you can put it right back into the little case, snap it shut, and it's ready for the next time. It's also great for throwing in your makeup bag and traveling and keeping them nice and safe. Because even though I buy pretty affordable lashes, they do get expensive if you're wearing them quite often, and you want to get as many uses as you can out of them. I typically get about 8 uses out of my Ardell ones, and then my more expensive ones, I can get probably 10 to 12 uses out of them before I have to replace it. The fifth tip I have for saving some money for beauty products is to actually chip in and split it off with friends and family. This tip was actually an idea from my friend Christine here on YouTube as well, and she had told me that she wanted to invest and buy in this Armani blush. Let's be honest, 90% of the time, the products have way more product than you'll ever be able to use before it goes bad. So it's a great way if like you and your friend really like a perfume. For example, my Eau de Well from Diptyque, which I've been using this week, is insane amount of product, and it's an expensive bottle of fragrance, but I'm not going to use all of this before I want to buy another one. So a great option is to go in on it with a friend. You guys pay 50-50 and you purchase a separate bottle. This one's a little small for this, but you can buy them on Amazon and split the product between 2 people, split it between 3 people, split it between your family, and this way the product actually gets used up before it goes bad or before you're bored of it and want to buy new product. Another great way would be lip balms, lipsticks, lip glosses, and any type of lip product. You can scoop them out and put them in these little containers and share them with family and friends. You can do it with serums as well. Serums are really expensive, so it's a great way to invest in some of these bottles. Make sure they're dark amber glass bottles to keep your serum fresh. For powder, you can actually order different powder compacts and split off loose powder, because powder lasts forever for me as well, and it's one of those things where if it's a loose product, you can definitely split it in half and share it with your sister, share it with your brother, share it with your mom, share it with your aunt. You know, it's a great way to not waste product and to also chip in with each other. So I hope you guys enjoyed these tips. Let me know if you like this type of video where I just kind of sit down and tell you guys little tips on how I save money or maybe how I organize. If anything, I hope my video helped motivate and inspire you to look and feel your best from the outside in. I know when I look and feel my best, I'm just a lot more capable at dealing with whatever life has to throw at me. And if anything, I hope my video helped you unwind, de-stress from your day, and just take your mind off of whatever it was you might have wanted to take your mind off of. That's why I started watching YouTube, and that's why I started making YouTube videos. So I hope I was able to do that for you. Don't forget to come back 4 days a week. I upload 4 new videos every week right here, every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. There's a new podcast episode every Friday on iTunes, Google Play, directly via the website, or right here on YouTube. You can watch it. I also do have a monthly newsletter that goes out every month that includes giveaways and exclusive content, so make sure you sign up in the description box or visit my blog, SereinWoo.com, to find out more about me, more content, and more giveaways. And until Monday, I will see you guys right back here. Bye!